From Cleveland's most accurate weather team, this is 19 First Alert Plus. Sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
And good morning, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We like to take a look at our weather picture a couple of times a day, just to make sure you are first alerted to what's coming up. Nothing on a horizon just yet, but maybe down the road a little bit. You can see gray skies on 77. Let me put the time and temperature up there so we can see. It is 33 chilly degrees in downtown Cleveland. Going to bring in 19 First Alert meteorologist Jeff Tanchak. Jeff, I'm seeing some chatter about a possible storm on the East Coast. Are we going to get in on any of that?
Yeah, that'll be this weekend. So we do have a couple shots of snow coming at us. We think both of these shots, and tomorrow night it's a cold front, and then the attention is going to turn to the East Coast storm, and that's going to get a lot of attention because places like New York City could see snow, and whenever they have snow in the forecast, the national news and weather picture, they just go nuts because of that. And we're going to be on the western fringe of that moisture here. So, but that's this weekend. In the short term, I do think we're going to see some sun here eventually. I know it doesn't look like it now, but we have a southwest wind that's picking up. We have drier air that continues to work in. So you look at the satellite picture here, and we're trying to break up the cloud cover out to the west. You can see some little breaks around Fort Wayne. I think that trend's going to continue later this morning and into the afternoon. So we're wording the forecast as gradual clearing. You can see not much out to our immediate west, but then that cold front that you see dropping out of Canada, one of those clipper systems, that's going to bring us a little lake effect snow come tomorrow night. But we're going to be pretty dry until then. So let me show you our First Alert Future View model. And first with the cloud cover, and you can see here by noon, maybe a little overdone, a little fast on the clearing here, but you get a sense of the general trend based on the latest guidance here. It's looking like a good deal of sun this afternoon. Will be 35 to 40 and brisk. That southwest wind 10 to 20. So with the wind, it'll still feel like it's in the 20s. Pretty chilly. In fact, right now the wind chill in Cleveland is 24 with that temperature of 33 here. We'll keep it dry tonight. Increase the clouds again, and we're dry during the day tomorrow. Notice how the clouds generally return. It'll be a mostly cloudy sky. And then I took off the cloud layer here to show you right there, especially later in the evening, overnight, west to northwest steering wind. We're going to get a little lake effect snow in here. Right now, current forecast is calling for trace to 3 inches of snow, Dan. And Thursday is going to be the coldest day coming up out of the week. So trace to 3 inches of snow tomorrow night, and then we'll focus on that East Coast storm. And it does look like we'll get a little bit with that.
I mean, that I think we can handle trace to 3 inches. We're from Northeast Ohio. We get it.
Right.
It's that time of year. We've yet to have that really, really, really big, impactful snow. We can wait on that. But like we've been saying, the East Coast is not going to have to wait much longer. We're going to take a 15-second pause and see how that might impact us here in Northeast Ohio.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
And here we go. We're going to start with the temperature trend, the First Alert Trend Tracker.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, as we go through the first week of January here, look at the trend. There's no huge ups and downs. The coldest day is going to be Thursday behind that cold front that comes through, and that's why we're going to have a little lake effect around here. But then look at what happens into the weekend. We're well in the 30s. The key to this forecast with our weekend snow is the temperature. Because whatever falls, this is going to be kind of a wet snow for us here. But I do think we could see some accumulation. So we have the gradual clearing today, 39. Tomorrow we're dry, mostly cloudy. And then we have that lake effect snow tomorrow night. When we get to Thursday, it'll be kind of light snow flurries. I don't think we'll see much in the way of accumulation Thursday itself. Highest chance of snow coming up is going to be tomorrow night. But as we know, it doesn't take much to make things a little dicey out there on the roads. So I would say watch out Thursday morning. Tune us in 19 News this morning, and we'll be covering that for you. But with a trace to 3 inches of snow, I wouldn't anticipate major problems. Friday looks dry, and then here we go into the weekend. So we have this East Coast storm, and we're on the western fringe of the moisture. We're going to dive more into this tomorrow, but the early thinking for us is sometime Saturday afternoon, we start to develop a light snow. Highest chance as we see things right now will be Saturday night, and then Sunday a light snow. The early thinking as far as accumulation regarding the weekend is a general 1 to 4 inch snow for us. And even, the higher end of that range could be in the Canton area, Youngstown, Columbiana County. It's all based on the latest track. But again, not a major snow for us, it looks like, over the weekend. But something that we're keeping an eye on. And again, temperatures won't be super cold. So this is going to be kind of a wet snow. And then Monday's looking dry, mostly cloudy, and 38. So, Dan, that's the latest on the 7-day with the 2 snow chances that we have coming up.
Excellent. And again, people are going to be hearing about that East Coast storm. I'm already seeing stuff out of D.C., out of New York. But again, as Jeff just told us, we're going to be on the extreme western edge. So don't panic when you see a bunch of talk that there's going to be a huge snowstorm this weekend. It's probably not going to impact us, because if it were, Jeff and the crew would issue a first alert weather day. And we have not done that. That first alert weather day really tells you that you've got something impactful coming our way, and we don't have any first alerts on the calendar, at least in the 7-day. 19 first alert meteorologist Jeff Tanchak, thanks for joining us. Happy New Year, sir.
Okay, Happy New Year to you.
All right, take care. Well, there it is, our first look at weather into the new 2024. Nothing major on our horizon. That's good news for a lot of people who may still be traveling post-holiday season. If we have any other updates, it'll be live right here on our digital platforms. Our 11 o'clock news just about an hour away on CW43, then our noon news on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great afternoon.
19 News is everywhere.